Today we're going to have some fun by using the hot press machine and different devices will allow me to press a graphic right in a cap, run a play, and a feature, and also in a hat. So we're using all these devices with the hot press machine, so you're going to learn right away. So let me show you how the whole thing works right now. We are ready to press a feature, so I will leave that as default. Right beside the red button, we're going to turn it on. And what you see right now, top numbers, is the temperature, and the button is how many seconds we're going to be pressing on. So we need to set the temperature. I will say you need to read the instructions on the paper. So we press set once. Gonna press there now once, and it says P5, so it's a temperature decide there. And once again, you need to read the paper. In my case, the paper I'm using requires 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna set to 375. We press one more time on this set, and that will be the time. Now, my paper I'm using, because I'm using regular ink, I did not use any special ink for this, and it's a special paper to use regular ink, only requires 13 seconds at 375 degrees. So we're going to set that right now. So we're going to press set now, and now it's 20 seconds. So we're going to change it to 13 seconds. That's the requirement of what I'm using right now. And we click set. What we need, Fahrenheit or Celsius. So we leave it Fahrenheit. Since the structure of the paper side and Fahrenheit are pretty simple for me. And that's it. So now we need to wait until the temperature reaches 375, and I think it will take about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Be careful, do not touch that plate. It will get real hot. Use only the handles. Even when you turn it off, it can take up to an hour to cool off. So do not touch it, all right? So we are ready. We're going to move that to the side, so it's real nice. So we'll move to the side, and we're going to apply the feature. Now, comes with the those special fabric we're going to be using. There is two. One, we're going to insert it right underneath the feature, so in case nothing transfers to the next, to the other side of the feature. All right, so we apply the feature right there. Some recommendations, I want you to iron in case it's in a wrinkle, but then have to. So I'm going to use the film. It came already with the package, and we're going to put it right between. You want to do that in case the ink transfers to the other side. So that's it. I'm going to insert the film in the middle. As we see, we reached 375, so it means we are ready. All right, so we are ready to apply the graphics. It's mirror effect. Now we're going to use the film that we supply with the machine. All right, so we're ready. I'm going to press the countdown. Done. We press that button right there, and it's going to count down. It's done. By the way, it has a beep noise. It will let you know. Oh, that's perfect. Now, this type of paper requires another 3 seconds, and to supply with a special film, the paper I'm using. So I'm going to apply an extra 3 seconds. That's the type of paper I'm using. All right, so now we're going to be pressing a mug. And it's pretty simple. The only thing you need to do is remove the cable from the controller and plug in now the mug press. Now for temperature and time, you need to follow the instructions on the paper, on the type of ink you're going to be using. All right, so we're ready now. We already applied the graphics right in the mug. We're going to press it down. Now you need to follow the instructions on time and temperature. The paper you're going to be using. Okay, we reached the time, and now we open. Now the mug is real hot, but you're supposed to remove the paper when it's hot. Now the paper I'm using is not made for this. There is a special paper. Mine was only for feature, but we want to test the machine and it came out great, even though it was not made for this, the paper I'm using. And it come out perfect, even though I didn't use the right paper. But you get the idea, right? How the whole thing works. And that's perfect, nice. And be careful, because when you get out of there, it's real hot. You're ready to press play. So it's pretty simple. There's 2 screws. Just remove the screws. Yeah, make sure you disconnect it first and then remove it. Now you're ready to install the press for the plate, and it's pretty simple. 2 screws. I'm gonna put that point in the back. We are ready. We're gonna plug in right in the control again, and then we'll turn on the machine. And once again, you need to set the right temperature and the time found instruction on the paper and ink. When you're ready, you press it down. Now from the top, you can regulate the pressure. Depends what you're going to be using. So the machine actually will go up and down. I'll show you that in a second. And what I'm doing now is I'm setting down the pressure. And also some of the papers, it will let you know if you need a hard, soft, or medium pressure. So it's almost set. Now for the hat, the only thing you need is to slide down the bottom part and install the air-on. And you slide in. Pretty simple. So now we need to remove the top part that we'll be using for the plate, and we're going to install the one for the hat. Right, once again, we're going to remove the 2 screws. Okay, so now we install the top part again with the 2 screws, and we plug it in back in the controller. Now we are ready to press the hat. Make sure you follow the instructions in time and setting. And that's it. We're done. Perfect. Alright. As you see, it's pretty simple to use the machine, right? You just gotta make sure you follow the instructions. Now, again, once again, the type of paper you use and ink. Good job. Done. So what do you think? It was pretty simple, right? Even to take it apart, few screws. The only thing, temperatures, you have to follow the instructions on the paper you're using and the type of ink you're using. In my case, for this demo, for a test, I use a special paper that doesn't require to change to a special ink. And normally people use a special ink. In my case, I use the original ink from the printer. That's why that type of ink is only, or that type of paper is only for feature. If you try to use a cap, a plate, even a half, it's kind of tricky. We have to use a different type of ink. That has nothing to do with the machine itself. It's just the type of paper you're using and the type of ink. And for me, I tried to use the original ink, and I think it works great as long as you're going to use feature. Now, if you want to use plates or caps, then you have to follow the instruction on the type of paper. You will have to replace the ink on the printer as well. Then maybe that's what we'll do later on. But the machine itself worked perfect. And again, the my set was 13 seconds because that's a requirement of that paper I'm using. Was 13 seconds and 375 Fahrenheit, about 180 Celsius. And all the papers requires 2 minutes, 80 seconds. So you have to look into it, the type of paper. But the machine itself was great, so definitely I will print a lot of t-shirts. I will, we can put a lot of things on it there. All right, I'll see you next time then. Bye.